I hyperventilate. I start sweating. I'm sweating right now just talking about it. I do not like... Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. Your girl is back with another video, and guess what? It's another episode of Modish Gossip. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm excited to film this video because it talks about my favorite thing in the world, and that is shoes. We all know that your girl loves shoes, okay? But this video is actually gonna touch on the worst shoe trends of 2021. Okay, listen, we are less than a month away from 2022, so I felt like it was only right to talk about the shoes that your girl was just not feeling this year, that we could have honestly done without. So let's hop into the video. I do wanna say a quick disclaimer because I feel like it needs to be said. If I mention any shoes that you just love, you're all about, you don't agree with, that is fine. You wear anything and everything that you want, okay? There are no rules. This is just my opinion, but if you love them, you do you, okay? This shoe is not a new trend. It's been out and I have no idea why. I was kind of waiting for like the cozy 2020 vibe to pass. I didn't think they'd make them to 2021. They actually did, and I'm really hoping that it ends here, but I don't see it happening, but I'm still gonna mention it. The Crocs. We have Crocs, we have platform Crocs, we have Crocs without the strap on the back, we have Crocs with all kinds of details now and all these little like charms on them. I've seen designer brands like Balenciaga put a high heel on a Croc.
I hyperventilate. I start sweating. I'm sweating right now just talking about it.
I do not like Crocs, okay? And listen, I have mentioned Crocs before, not liking them, basically saying they're the worst shoes ever on my TikTok, and your girl got dragged. And I'm talking dragged for miles. The hate that I was receiving on the opinions I have on Crocs was next level. I'm actually gonna link some videos below from my TikTok that you guys can go check out. Read the comments, that's all I'm gonna say. If I had the loyalty that Crocs has from their consumers, game over, because Croc fans, they're like a cult at this point, okay? The Croc cult is like, I've never seen anything like it. I understand that they are like amazingly comfortable and they're shoes to live for and whatever the case may be. I get it, okay? I get it, but they are ugly. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So here's the thing. When I talk about the reason I don't like Crocs on TikTok, I only have a certain amount of time. Usually I can't even explain why I don't like them unless I'm down in the comments explaining, but let's keep it real. Most people, they don't read that far. So I'm actually gonna explain to you why I don't like Crocs. I just think that they are not visually appealing. I do wanna say that I understand that there are people that wear Crocs because they have issues with their feet. I actually have a really close friend of mine. I've tried on a Croc because of her, because she owns them. She's a nurse. She works several hours on her feet and she loves them. Those people get a pass, okay? I have slipped my foot into a Croc and I understand the comfort aspect because yes, they were very light, they were very comfortable, and I just tried it on really quick and took my foot right out. I took a few steps and I could tell, I'm a shoes girl, so I get it. I could tell that they were comfortable just by those few seconds. That's all I needed. The issue that I have with Crocs is that they are ugly. They are not visually appealing at all. And I think that there is a time and a place to wear Crocs. Here's the thing. If you're out at a bar or in a club or you're out to dinner at a nice restaurant, I personally don't think that that is the place to wear your Crocs, okay? I feel like if you are chilling or you're running out to get a coffee or you're going grocery shopping or something like that, great, that's the place for it, okay? You're running down to get the mail real quick, okay. But I don't think that they should be in a public setting, and that is just my opinion. What do you guys think about this? I am sure that I have a ton of Croc lovers watching this video right now. Let me know down below if you have a limit as to where you wear your Crocs or you just wear them all the time. I have to know. I have to know. Let's get into the next shoe. The second shoe that I have to mention is the Battega Vanetta Mesh Sandal. Now, this is the shoe that I'm referring to here. I'm sure you guys have seen it before or seen it all over social media, but this shoe is just not it for me visually. Now, this is a designer shoe. It has a heavy price tag on it. I am all for a different kind of vibe when it comes to things. I like things that are almost outlandish, almost close to weird or different, but this, it's just the netting for me, in my opinion. I feel like I love the fact that some of them lace up. I love that it's a square toe. I think it's really different. I also appreciate the fact that they're not super high. The heel isn't very like sky high where they're gonna be uncomfortable. I've actually heard that these are very comfortable shoes. It's just the fact that the mesh or the netting is just so unstructured. So it's actually like following the natural curves of like your toes, and I'm just not here for it. I don't really like it. As I was looking for this shoe, I actually saw some that had rhinestones on them, looked even worse. This is just not the vibe for me. I feel like if it was a different kind of toe shape being mesh, like if it was a peep toe or an open toe that had a little bit of the mesh on top, that could work, but it's the fact that you're actually encased in this like mesh situation. I just can't do it. I personally don't like this shoe. What do you guys think about it? I know that Bottega actually has really dope shoes, so it's either hit or miss for them because a lot of their shoes I don't like, which brings me to shoe number 3. And I'm gonna have to say the Wobbly rain boot. Now, rain boots are actually necessary if you live somewhere where it rains a lot or rains. If you're gonna throw on a pair of rain boots, depending on what you do, where you're going, if you're visiting somewhere that has snow or rain, you need rain boots. I get that. I totally understand that. But wearing it aesthetically, I'm not here for it. Now, the boots that I'm referring to are the very wobbly, kind of like Zara boots. A lot of brands actually made a boot like this. And the reason that I am actually going to affiliate it with Bottega Veneta is because they came out with this puddle boot. This boot reminds me of a children's boot or a boot that you would actually see on like a doll or a toy. It's just not for me. I don't think that these boots actually look good aesthetically unless you're wearing them for what they're made for, and that is rain. Now, this very like wobbly kind of high rain boot trend is fairly new, and I kind of feel like it didn't last very long because there is a difference between a lug sole boot like you'll see here and then the actual rain kind of wobbly lug sole boot that you'll see here. I just don't think that they are flattering in any way. I think that you need a more structured boot all the way through as opposed to something that's going to be very thick and very large and clunky, and then it just kind of goes up into this like wobbly mess around the upper part of your leg. I just don't think that it looks flattering on really anybody, and I wasn't here for it. I love a good lug sole boot, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to this like rubberized rain boot material, I am just not here for. And the puddle boot from Battega, I actually have posted a video before on TikTok saying how much I despise that boot. I am so sorry. I don't mean to be so negative, but I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. And these boots can actually be extremely expensive as well. So I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. Sorry. And last but certainly not least, and this one, I don't know, I may have a few people angry at me for this, okay? This is not a new boot whatsoever. It's been around. I'm speaking more in a trendy aspect where people are actually trying to utilize this boot in a fashionable way, not for what it's actually made for. So let me just get into it, and it is the Ugg boot, okay? I don't live anywhere that's cold, so forgive me for hating on a boot that you actually use to stay warm. I understand that they're very warm. I've owned Ugg boots before years ago, and yes, they are very warm. They come in handy. They're great for snow and rain. I understand all that. They are basically a staple if you live somewhere that's cold. But to wear it with an outfit, kind of the way we were discussing the rain boot, I just can't do it. I don't like them. I think that they are just not flattering on the feet whatsoever. They're very round. I know that they're actually trying to make more like slimmer, sleek designs. There are actually some really dope boots that Ugg makes, but I'm talking about their staple brown Ugg boot. They come in many colors now. I just don't like them. I don't think that they should be worn for an aesthetic purpose. I think that they should serve their purpose for what they're made for and let it be that. That's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think about the Ugg boot. I know you're seeing it everywhere and we're going to continue to see it everywhere. They actually have some that are not coming up as high on the leg. They're a little bit shorter. I'll insert a photo here. We're also seeing slide on kind of slipper types that are being worn aesthetically with outfits. So yeah, the Ugg boot is back. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. All right, guys, so that is it for me. Thank you so much for chilling with me today. I really enjoyed filming this little modish gossip video. What shoes were you just not here for in 2021 that you hope stay in this year and don't make it to next year with us? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want to actually see a video of the shoe trends that I loved in 2021, leave me a comment down below and I'd be more than happy to do that for you guys. Other than that, I love you so much. Again, thank you for being here with me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.